Hello, everybody, and welcome to MTG Mana Cracked. My name is Bear, and I will be your host tonight, like always. Glad to have you here with us tonight for Magic Monday Live or Monday Night Magic Live. Take your pick, how you would like it. Either way, guys, we're going to throw back tonight between a battle between two iconic sets, Dragon's Maze and Gatecrash. These two sets here have pretty iconic roots in the Magic world here. Little bit to hope for from each of these. So looking for some big things to happen. Looking tonight to see if we're going to pick up some shock lands or just see what gets thrown at us. You know, both sets they got packed with nostalgia, a great guild flavor, and the chance for some very spicy pulls. So we'll be cracking 2 packs from each set. We're going to compare the values, go over the rares, and check the overall hype. I want you guys to type in the chat here or leave a comment which one you think is going to take the overall big pull and which one you think might end up being the value winner tonight. So without further ado, guys, let's take a look at this and see if Boros will beat Izzet, and we'll see if we have any Shocklands show up. That'd be pretty cool. I know Gatecrash is the one to beat on this as far as looking at overall value. So let's start with Gatecrash to have them set the bar and see what we're going to be coming into here. Again, I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. I know we typically don't do a live on a Monday, but I figured we'd try something different tonight. So tonight we're going to start with Disciple of the Old Ways. Let's move this pack over here, see if that helps clarify things. Come on, guy. What are you doing? There we go. Massive Raid, going to be our next poll. Metropolis Sprite. Why are you having such a hard time focusing, camera? Let's go. Get it together. Angelic Edict. Wojek Hulderbers. Mugging. Coming in as our next common. Death's Approach. So the cool thing about Gatecrash, guys, if you don't know the set, there's a few uncommons that can definitely hold some value in these in comparison to Dragon's Maze. But the real thing is tokens in both of these actually carry some value to them. So it'll be interesting to see. Whoops. Well, we cheated the Skyblinder staff here to give you the first uncommon poll. That's my fault. My big fingers got in the way there. Vizkopa Guildmage. We are Human Wizard here. Aetherize is going to be our instant. We're going to return all attacking creatures to their owner's hands. Order Unveteran. Oh, first round is going to be a Sacred Foundry. Look at that. Going for red-white here. That's going to be a good one. I have a feeling. Most of the lands were looking like they were pretty decent. And our basic land is going to be a blue land. And our token is going to be a knight. All right. Not too bad. The old Vigilant 2/2 knight. All right, on to the second pack of Gatecrash here. See what we can do here. All right, so we have another Angelic Edict. Shadow Alley Denizen, Scab Clan Charger, Leyline Phantom, followed up by Bioshift, Zerta Swine, Millennial Gargoyle, Act of Treason, Forced Adaptation, Nav Squad Commandos. All right, here's our first uncommon, Sunhome Guildmage. Next uncommon is the Ripscale Predator, followed by Urban Evolution. And our rare is a Godless Shrine. So ironically, we get both lands are rares. And our common rare is going to be a mountain, followed by an ooze token. All right, so let's switch on over here to our handy dandy mana box. We can see what's going on here with pricing on these guys. We'll just start with the commons. Typically, mountains aren't going to carry too much, or I guess lands in general. We'll go with the tokens. Okay, so the Knight in the Ooze, bringing a little bit of value here. Let's see what we can bring up here. So far, it looks like 18 cents is going to be our high card. But that doesn't mean... There you go, Angelic Edict for 26. Now, I think... Okay, so that's reading off of Foundation, so we need to change that to Gatecrash. There we go. That changes it quite a bit. Shadow Alley Denizens the same way. Change them to Gatecrash. So you guys can kind of see that these cards have been put in different sets since they've been released in Gatecrash. So we definitely want to keep a true form on this. The one thing I don't like about this particular scanning app is the fact that it doesn't seem to track the it doesn't seem to track the sets too well. The words, I get back to the words here soon, I promise. Again, I didn't check those tokens to see what they would be under, but as you guys can see, there's tons of lands. Because, you know, basic lands come out and everything, so. Search sets. Well, I'll have to keep an eye on that for the next one. I mean, their lands are not going to give us that much. We do have to come in here and change it through here. Yeah, so those guys don't come in for anything on there. So we'll just have to keep an eye on the basic lands. That Sage's Row didn't save either. This is This is kind of a burden here, guys, but that's okay. It is what it is. You know, that's what happens when you do older sets. You know, we're doing a live, so it's not going to be 100% on point. You know, it's something we're going to have to deal with and update, but that's okay. It's all part of the fun, guys. All part of the fun. Okay, so there we go. We're $1.86 going through commons, lands, and the such. Now we're going to go into our uncommons here. And again, we're going back into changing sets. Go down here to Gatecrash, save that. And again, these have been released several times throughout since Gatecrash released. Again, that's one of the things of dealing with older cards. You're going to see them re-released in different sets. But again, nothing like having the original where they started, which is kind of cool. Oops. All right. All right, so without going to the rares, we're at $2.94 for our 2 packs. Godless Shrine, $14.54. All right, and Sacred Foundry coming at $17.34. So as you guys know, those 2 cards right there are really going to make this tough. But that's all right. So let's get these guys ready to get hard packed, because that's what we do when we have cards that we may end up giving away here. And again, you know, these are cards that we may end up giving away on a future live stream, or just a standalone giveaway. So these here are pretty great cards to have a pull just from 2 blind packs from our local gaming store. So kudos and shout outs to Summit Games out there in Jefferson Point. He seem to get some pretty good pulls from those guys whenever we just do a loose pack draw. So so these are our 2 big pulls from Gatecrash. We've got the Sacred Foundry and Godless Shrine. So let's see what we can pull then from Dragon's Maze. We'll set these guys off to the side. And so 36.19 is where we're at on those. All right. So next 2 packs right here. Dragon's Maze. All right. I'm going to start here with this pack here and see where we go. All right. Bane Alley Bodyguard is going to be our first card of the night. Orzhov's Cluestone. Faito Burst. Hazad Snare Squad. Armored Wolf Rider. Azurius Cluestone. Murmuring Phantasm. Riot Control. Punish the Enemy. Deputy of Acquittals. All right. And here we've got Toil and Trouble. Can't tell if that's that's an uncommon. Okay. Sin Collector is going to be our second uncommon today, or Human Cleric. Crisis Incubation. And our rare, ooh, we got a mythic here, Master of Cruelties. And we have the Gruul Guildgate. And our token is not a token. Just 2 power effects, no limits, cast a split card with your fuse from your hand. You can truly have it all. So that's one of the incumbents of this particular card game, or this particular set, excuse me, is having the duality cards, or the split cards as they call them. All right, and for our final pack here, guys, the Nivix Cyclops, another Cluestone, Mutant's Prey, Steeple Rock, Riot Piker, Clear a Path, excuse me, Fatal Fumes, Weapon Surge, Ceruli Gatekeepers, another Murmuring Phantasm, the Scab Clan Giant is going to be our first uncommon out of the pack. Again, we have another Toil and Trouble, Putrefy, and our rare is Render Silent, and our land is a Temple Garden rare. All right, and we've got a bird token on this one, so good deal, loose wheel. All right, now let's get to our pricing on these to see if we can beat that $36 set by Gatecrash. Start off early with the bird because of the priceless bird. Check that out. Okay, now decisions. Let's go with the commons here, and then we'll do uncommons, lands, and rares. And the only reason I say that is because I know that this set here has a pretty good pricing with the lands, I believe. So with us having a rare land on this, I want to make sure that we're giving this particular set every chance that it has to make an impact. So we're just going to do what we can, and whoops. All right, so we got 2 of them here to change over. There we go. And again, guys, it's all about the fun. We're throwing it back to some old school cards that you don't typically see opened, and that's a good thing, because how many of you guys knew some of these cards existed? I know I didn't. These are sets that came out while I was, I believe, while I was on my hiatus. But again, I haven't really gone through and checked it all out iconically. So, all right. So $1.39 through the commons. We'll go now to the uncommons here. See where we get with those guys. Putrefy, change him over. So you can see a lot of these got pulled into some newer sets. Bloomburrow, Duskmourn, Tarkir, Outlaws, Fallout, Ravnica, Phyrexia. So these cards have definitely, some of these cards have definitely been revised and reborn, and that's not a bad thing. It means that the people of Magic actually saw some value, some worth in these, or they got brought back as some type of some type of a really good card, or maybe a filler. It could have been, but it's good to see cards get their second chance. So, all right, we're gonna go with the lands. That's what I said we're gonna do. We're gonna do the lands, and then we'll do the rares. It just so happened that the lands in the last one, or the rares in the last one, were lands. So this one here is Dragon's Maze. So as you can see, this one was actually brought up in both Gatecrash and Dragon's Maze. So Temple Garden comes in at 1040, so that's good. That's a good card to have. All right, and next up, Render Silent, 209 from a different set. That's the RNA Guild kit. Let's bring it back to Dragon's Maze, see what that does to it. $1.54, so actually drops the value a little bit. And then Master of Cruelties is our mythic, and it's going to finish out our thing. So $4.80 from an outlier set here. That's from Ravnica Remastered. Bring it back here to Dragon's Maze. $3.20. So unfortunately, we didn't get any super big bangers out of this. So $17.12, just a little over half of the price from the Gatecrash. But not horrible. Granted, we did get one more card with the token, and our two tokens did actually add a little bit of value to the pricing there in Gatecrash. But again, they did not make or break it. That was actually going to be the Sacred Foundry and the Godless Shrine. So, a great run overall on these 4 packs. Definitely had some fun pulling these, and I can definitely say without any hesitation that if you end up finding yourself out and about and you want to just randomly pick up some older packs to pull, Gatecrash is going to be the packs to pick up if you have the choice between these and Dragon's Maze. So our price victor is Gatecrash, and honestly, looking at this, I don't think it's too bad to say that. Looking at these 3 cards, though, these 3 cards are all pretty well the same, just different in what you're going to get out of them. As either of them enters the battlefield, you can pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. So again, 2 life for an immediate mana if you desperately need it, or it comes in tapped. So it is what it is, guys. Not a horrible pull for the night. So again, can't complain. It had some fun doing this. So reminder, coming up on Friday, we are going to break into the Guilds of Ravnica. These are a set that I did not get my hands on coming into Magic. These were during my time away, and these actually came in 2018. So it'll be fun to open these to see what these get us on our Fresh Pack Friday. And then a week from tonight, we will be pulling for Aether Drift versus Brothers War. Again, set booster versus play booster, so that could impact things a little bit. Again, these play boosters have 14 cards per pack, and the set boosters have 12. So it'll be interesting to see which one can win. Again, Aether Drift is from 2025, and Brothers War is actually a Transformers set that they got paired with, and these came out in 2022. So three-year difference. But again, it's not direct booster versus direct booster. It's just set booster versus play booster. So that'll be next Monday on our Magic Monday. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys swinging by and stopping in. Thanks for being here. And as always, if you haven't done so already, make sure you like, subscribe, leave us a comment, share, do all the things. We greatly appreciate it. We've just crested over our 10 followers, or excuse me, our 10 subscribers. We now have 12 subscribers. We've crested 150 views on our videos thus far. So keep it up, guys. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you guys. So this is Bear. Be good to yourself. Be good to each other. I'll see you guys around.